Shoplifting is like a drug, real talk. And I think it's because it makes you feel like no one can touch you, even though they can, and they will if you get caught. Like, I remember the stuff when I started lifting wasn't even that good. Like, it was chocolate at first, and then mum got wise and she started getting me to Nick cider. And I remember thinking that the guy knew that I was stealing because he offered to buy me chips, and I said no because I don't take no charity, especially not from no pedo. That's what mum told me to say. Which is rich from her because we needed charity because I needed to eat. It was fine for her because, like, when you drink, you don't need to eat that much. And I think she liked it because it meant that she could pretend that she didn't have any responsibility and she could go out as much as she wanted, which was fine because I low-key wanted her out of my life completely. And when she was around, she would come with all of her friends. She brought the same group every time. And this one, Sharon, her girlfriend, she ended up letting me live with her. She knew I hated mum, and at first I thought it was a mother and daughter thing. But she ended up being my first. I never imagined that my first would be someone who was old enough to be my mother. But she gave me a roof over my head. And, you know, like, it was fun. I couldn't leave. There was free drink, free weed. And she'd have parties and she'd invite all of her mates round. And they were cool at first. And then they said I was like having a daughter, which made me sick because they didn't treat me like I was one. I got back into lifting again. I don't know why. I think I just thought that it was kind of like a way out for me, that it would get me out of this whole situation. But it wasn't that easy. They just put me on probation, and this officer that I had, he said that I was a layabout, that I was a criminal, and it made me angry. And I didn't understand why until I met Lucy from Advance. She just spoke to me like I was human, and it was different. She was my key worker in it. Basically, we worked out that it was because people were hurting me. It was because crimes were being done to me. Yeah, I never thought about it like that. And I feel bad. She was so nice to me, like, when we first met. Like, she said that I could always call for help. But I just go to my probation hours and I wouldn't speak. And she'd phone me every day and I just get anxious. It was because I was still living with Sharon. And then one night she had one of her parties and they were getting proper rowdy. They were getting really high on something stronger and they wanted me to be on their level. And I don't know why, but I said no. Maybe because I felt like I had another option. Lucy. And I called her and I told her that I needed to get out. And she got me out. She put me in one of these shared accommodations and she got me into like one of these groups to help with drinking and stuff. And we talk a lot. But like we talk about what I'm going to do when I leave probation. And we've even spoken about jobs. She's proper got me sorted, even like college and stuff. And I don't know, maybe I'll get a job, which would be bare funny because it would mean I would be working at a till, looking out for people lifting.